Just in time for Valentine's Day, we brought in vintage Magnolia. Joining us now is Vanessa Lyons and Mary Gilmore. They're going to chat with us about the right arrangement of flowers that you need to get, depending on maybe how long you've been dating. And we were saying, getting a dozen roses maybe from someone you've been dating for all of a week might be a little much.
A little scary.
A little scary. And you said that it's sort of an old-fashioned sentiment, but I was saying red roses mean love. Is that still the case?
A lot of people still think traditionally red roses, love, friendship roses, yellow, you know, white is just a sweet friendship rose as well.
Yeah, and I don't know why I've carried that with me. I guess old-fashioned tradition. But for someone who's maybe new in the relationship or they're looking for something simple, what would you recommend?
I would start probably with your small, petite arrangement.
Okay.
It's very compact. It means a lot. Girls say they don't want flowers, but they want flowers. These are tulips, some football moms, and some hypericum berry. It's very simple, elegant, and can be given to anyone.
Well, I love this because you guys have arranged it in a smaller vase, so you're able to actually put this anywhere. You can put it on your desk or in your home, and I love that. So why did you decide to make an arrangement like that? Is that a newer style or just the way you guys do things?
No, it's just that it lasts a lot longer to keep to have a fresh cut for the stems, and you can obviously see that it's water is up to the top.
Right.
And
it's great for work.
Yeah, it's great for work.
For an office desk.
And you can take it from room to room.
I love that. I love that you can keep it with you, just move it around. And also, let's talk about as far as quality of the flowers that you have. Where do you guys get your flowers from?
Right now, it is a little cold here in North America, so all our flowers are coming in through Miami, and they come in from Central and South America.
Okay, so you have a beautiful selection with quality. Okay, and this is for, probably, I'm guessing, since it's a dozen roses?
It is a dozen roses. We decided to do a low, compact arrangement as well, that you can put it on a dining table for dinner. We're taking a lot to restaurants tonight when they're out on dates, and it's just not large and obnoxious, and you can look over it and just take it to each room.
All right, and I think it's great. I couldn't have guessed that this was actually a dozen roses, and you were able to arrange it in such a beautiful way. So this is for maybe, what, a 6-month relationship?
I think you could do it for a 6-month relationship, or you could do it for your anniversary of 40 years.
Really, anything. Roses always seem like they're appropriate. I love that it's in a different design. Okay, and then finally we have a little bit more of an elaborate arrangement here. Tell us about that.
That arrangement can be for anyone also, but I would say for someone that's probably married or wants to make a big impression, it has green hydrangeas, and we have some dark black magic roses and some orchids, some cymbidium orchids. It's in a bigger vase. It holds a lot more water, so definitely have to check on it more.
Yeah.
But it's very, very nice. And once again, it is tight and compact, and you can have it sit on your dining room table, or you could have it sit in your living room.
And what are you thinking about when you arrange something like that? Are you looking at color? If someone wanted to kind of make their own arrangement?
We like to see what the client says. You know, if a man comes in and says, my wife loves orchids, or her favorite color is lime green. So we think of everything that they, you know, suggest to us, and then get our creative mind flowing.
Okay. And how long have you been open? You haven't been open that long, co-owners.
November 20th.
Great.
It was our grand opening. It was actually very successful. We had about 100 people show up, and it was kind of a little party.
Well, and speaking of that, you guys are giving 5%?
5% of all our Valentine sales is going to Jack's Place. It's a very close place in my heart. One of my dear friends is Dr. Jack Eck.
Okay.
And he opened the cancer caring home next to the Shaw Center. So we decided to help our community here and give 5% to Jack's Place.
Okay, well that's great that you're able to give back. And also just quickly wanted to mention that if someone has a commercial product, they can do that as well. They can buy that from you.
Right. We have hotel contracts and restaurant contracts. We did this for a hotel lobby just for the Valentine theme. But it's very long lasting. We have an elegant Mercury vase here, and we use carnations, which we usually don't use very often, but this is a new trend that we're seeing in a lot of magazines, and just a very tight bunched in with greens flowing out.
Okay, and it's beautiful just to be able to see the way this looks. And you can tell you put a lot of design into this. There's little details on the side.
We touch it all the time.
Yeah.
It's great. Looks like a bonnet. All right, now if someone has maybe the single stem, you were saying that a lot of times women already have their own vases.
Sure.
So who would be purchasing something like this, a large arrangement of orchids?
Yesterday we had one of our clients come in, and he knows what his wife likes and said, I would like to just buy a stem of one of the orchids. And he goes home, puts water in the vase, and surprise her, it's already there. It's very easy to do. Even men can arrange.
Okay, well, and show us, with the single stems, let's grab one of the lilies. Show us how we should cut the flowers to keep them fresh and in their vases.
So what you would do is peel off most of the leaves so there won't be any just murky in the water, and then give a fresh cut at a slant and stick it in.
So it is true that you want to make sure you have all the leaves off.
Right. They get mushy in the water. It's just, you know, more of a clean look.
And how would you say, what's the best way to preserve your flowers for a long period of time?
We do have flower food,
Okay.
and we put a little bit of that in the water, and I would say probably every 2 or 3 days, if you so inclined to, cut your stems about ½ inch up.
Okay.
Just like Mary said.
So it's I didn't know that it was that often.
You should,
so every
definitely.
2 days.
And keep them in a cooler area in your home, you know, and not by a huge window with light coming in.
And it's amazing, too. I have to say, you guys came in, and the entire studio smells, it's usually food, but the flowers smell incredible.
And that's nice for us to hear, because when people come into the shop, they're like, it smells wonderfully in here.
We can't smell it.
We don't smell it anymore.
Oh,
No.
That's the only bummer about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, congratulations. Now, if people want to come in, can they do that today?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll be there all night.
We're open. We have lots of product left. We can still arrange and we can deliver, and we can definitely do some wrapped flowers if you're on the go. But we are ready to see all those men coming out to get Valentine's flowers.
Yeah, and I was saying, too, if we have friends, a lot of times we want to, they don't have Valentines, so I'll give it to my friends and say, here are some flowers, and they appreciate
And men
it.
like flowers, too. They say they don't, but deep down they do.
Oh, that's I didn't know.
Yeah, we had actually a couple clients do that for their husbands and boyfriends this week.
Okay, well, and Mary, just tell us, where's your store located, and how do people get in touch with you?
We are in the Riverwalk next to the Bookworm and behind E-Town. Our phone number is 926-5000, and we can be reached there, and we love walk-ins.
Yeah, that's what I did yesterday.
Yeah.
I just came in and said hello, and these ladies were there ready to give me flowers. I was ready to buy a few. Okay, we're going to be right back. Stay with us.